You're not here by accident. You're here because deep down, you're done with being overlooked. Done with chasing things that don't matter, things that don't make you a man worth remembering. Let me ask you something. Are you tired of the noise? The fake promises of quick fixes, shallow advice, and hollow success? If so, stick around, because in this video, I'm not just going to tell you what makes a man irresistible. I'm going to expose the lies keeping most men trapped in mediocrity and reveal the truths no one else dares to speak. Are you ready to face the harsh realities and rise above them? Comment "I'm in" below if you're committed to watching this to the very end. This video isn't for everyone. It's not for men looking for shortcuts or excuses. It's not for men who think life owes them something. It's for warriors. Men who are ready to rise above mediocrity and become something greater. If that's you, then welcome. Today, we're diving into the 7 high-value traits that make men truly unforgettable. Traits rooted in ancient wisdom, tested by time, and more relevant than ever in a world where most men settle for less. These aren't just traits to attract women. They're traits that define who you are, how you move, and the legacy you leave behind. If you're serious about transforming yourself into the man you were born to be, subscribe to this channel right now. When you do, YouTube pushes this content to more men who need to hear it. Let's begin. Number 1. Confidence. Confidence. The word gets thrown around so often, it's lost its meaning for most men. But let me tell you, confidence isn't about standing tall or speaking loudly. It's about standing firm when the world tries to shake you. It's about knowing in your core that you are enough, regardless of who doubts you. Most men think confidence is something you're born with, but that's a lie. Confidence is a skill, a muscle that you build by stepping into discomfort over and over again. Think about the last time you hesitated. Maybe you wanted to approach someone, speak up in a meeting, or take a leap into something new. What held you back? Fear of failure? Fear of rejection? Here's the harsh truth. Hesitation is a thief. It steals your opportunities and leaves you with regret. Confidence isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. Every time you hesitate, you let fear win. Every time you act, even when you're scared, you build the unshakable foundation of real confidence. But here's what most people won't tell you. Confidence isn't just internal, it's how you show up. It's in your posture, your voice, your energy. Walk into a room with your head down, shoulders slumped, and eyes darting around like prey, and guess what? The world will treat you like prey. Walk in with your chest up, gaze steady, and presence commanding, and you'll own the room before you say a word. Confidence is contagious. People can feel it, and so can she. Women don't just want confidence, they crave it. It's primal. Confidence signals stability, leadership, and strength. It tells her that you're a man she can trust, a man who won't crumble under pressure. But here's the kicker. Confidence can't be faked. Sure, you can try. You can puff up your chest, throw on some bravado, and act like you've got it all together. But the moment life tests you, the mask will slip. True confidence is built in the trenches, through failure, discipline, and persistence. It's earned, not borrowed. Many of you think you need to wait until you're successful to be confident. That's nonsense. Confidence isn't about what you have, it's about who you are. A broke man with confidence will outshine a wealthy man with insecurities every single time. Why? Because confidence isn't about external validation, it's about internal certainty. If you're waiting for permission to feel confident, you're doing it wrong. Confidence is a choice you make every day. It's in the way you carry yourself, the way you treat yourself, and the way you push yourself when no one's watching. So, what's holding you back? Fear of failure? Fear of looking stupid? Good. Let those fears fuel you. Every confident man you admire has failed more times than you've tried. Confidence is built through action, not thought. You don't think your way into confidence, you act your way into it. Start small. Speak up when you're scared. Take risks that make your heart race. Push yourself into situations that force you to grow. Each time you do, you'll feel a little stronger, a little more capable. That's how confidence is forged, one uncomfortable step at a time. Number 2, empathy. Here's where most men fail miserably. They think being empathetic makes them weak, soft, or vulnerable. Let me tell you something. True empathy requires strength. It takes a man with emotional security to step out of his own world and into someone else's. Most men don't listen. They wait for their turn to talk. They tolerate noise instead of truly understanding. And then they wonder why women pull away, why relationships fall apart, and why they feel disconnected. Here's the harsh truth. If you can't listen, you're just another voice in the crowd. Women don't remember men who only talk. They remember men who make them feel heard. Empathy isn't passive, it's active. It's not just about hearing her words. It's about reading between the lines, understanding her unspoken fears, and seeing the world through her eyes. And let's be honest, most of you think listening is just nodding and agreeing. That's not listening, that's zoning out. True listening requires presence. It demands that you put your ego aside and give her your full attention. Think about this. When was the last time you truly listened to someone? Not just heard their words, but felt their emotions. Women don't crave perfection, they crave connection. And connection starts with empathy. It's the ability to step into her shoes and understand her perspective. When you can do that, you become more than just a man. You become her safe space. And let me tell you, in a world full of distractions and superficiality, being her safe space makes you unforgettable. But let's not sugarcoat it. Empathy isn't easy. It requires you to confront your own emotional blind spots. It forces you to deal with your insecurities, your biases, and your fears. Most men avoid this because it's uncomfortable. They'd rather stay in their own bubble, pretending they have it all figured out. But growth doesn't happen in comfort. If you want to be the man she can't resist, you have to be willing to do the work. That means facing your emotions, understanding them, and using them to connect with others. And let's be clear, empathy isn't just about relationships. It's a superpower in every area of your life. Want to lead? Learn to understand your team. Want to succeed in business? Understand your customers. Empathy is the key to influence, connection, and impact. And here's the beauty of it. The more you practice empathy, the more you grow as a person. It's a cycle of self-improvement that benefits not just you, but everyone around you. So how do you build empathy? Start by listening. Really listening. When someone speaks, don't just hear their words. Pay attention to their tone, their body language, their emotions. Ask questions, show curiosity. Let them know you're genuinely interested in what they have to say. And when it comes to her, don't just listen to respond, listen to understand. Make her feel like the most important person in the room, and you'll become the most important person in her life. Empathy isn't weakness, it's strength. It's the ability to connect on a deeper level, to see the world through someone else's eyes, and to make them feel seen, heard, and valued. And in a world where most men are too self-absorbed to care, that kind of connection is rare. And rarity, my friend, is irresistible. Confidence and empathy. These two traits alone can set you apart from 99% of men. But we're just getting started. What comes next will elevate you even further, into the kind of man who doesn't just attract attention but commands it. Number 3, charisma. That magnetic energy that makes people stop and pay attention. It's not just about what you say, It's about how you say it. It's in the way you carry yourself, the way you look at people, and the way you make them feel when you're around. Charisma isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. And the good news, any man can develop it. But first, you need to understand what charisma really is. Most men mistake charisma for charm. Charm is surface level. It's the slick one-liners, the rehearsed jokes, and the polished smile. Charisma, on the other hand, is deep. It's the ability to make people feel seen, valued, and inspired. It's not about trying to impress. It's about making people feel important. And that's why women are drawn to it. Charisma tells her that you're more than just a man, you're a force of nature. But here's the harsh truth. Most men lack it because they're too focused on themselves. Think about the last time you walked into a room. Did people turn their heads? Did they gravitate toward you, eager to hear what you had to say? Or did you blend into the background, just another face in the crowd? Charisma is the difference between being forgettable and being unforgettable. It's the spark that makes you stand out, even in a room full of noise. So, how do you develop charisma? Start by mastering your presence. Presence is about being fully engaged in the moment. When you're present, people feel it. They feel your energy, your focus, and your authenticity. And let me tell you, authenticity is the cornerstone of charisma. Women can spot a fake a mile away. If you're trying to be someone you're not, you'll never be charismatic. But when you embrace who you are, flaws and all, you become magnetic. Charisma isn't just about confidence, though that's part of it. It's about connecting with others on a deeper level. It's about being genuinely curious about people, asking questions, and showing interest in their lives. When you make someone feel like they're the most important person in the room, they'll remember you forever. And here's the thing, charisma isn't just for attracting women. It's a superpower in every area of your life. Whether you're leading a team, negotiating a deal, or meeting new people, charisma gives you an edge. But let's not sugarcoat it. Building charisma takes work. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone and face your insecurities. It forces you to confront the parts of yourself that you'd rather hide. Most men avoid this because it's uncomfortable. But discomfort is where growth happens. If you want to be magnetic, you have to be willing to put in the effort. That means improving your communication skills, learning to read social cues, and practicing the art of storytelling. A great story, told with passion and purpose, can captivate an entire room. And let's not forget about humor. Humor is one of the most powerful tools in your charisma arsenal. It disarms people, builds rapport, and creates a sense of connection. But here's the catch. Humor isn't about cracking jokes or being the funny guy. It's about knowing when to lighten the mood, when to add a touch of levity, and when to let your personality shine. The best humor is natural, not forced. It's a reflection of your confidence and intelligence. Charisma also requires you to master your body language. Your words matter, but your actions speak louder. The way you stand, the way you move, and the way you make eye contact all contribute to your charisma. Stand tall, shoulders back, and make your movements deliberate. When you speak, look people in the eye. Show them that you're engaged, that you're present, and that you're confident in who you are. Now, let's talk about energy. Charisma is contagious because it's fueled by energy. When you're passionate, enthusiastic, and fully alive, people can't help but be drawn to you. Your energy sets the tone for the interaction. If you're dull, uninspired, or checked out, you'll lose people's attention. But if you're vibrant, engaged, and dynamic, you'll captivate them. Women are especially attuned to energy. They can sense when a man is truly present and when he's just going through the motions. Charisma is about giving your full energy to the moment. It's about making her feel like she's the only person in the world when you're with her. And let me tell you, that's rare. In a world full of distractions, a man with charisma stands out like a beacon. Charisma isn't about perfection. It's about authenticity. It's about embracing who you are, flaws and all, and sharing that with the world. It's about connecting with people on a deeper level and making them feel something. And when you do that, you become unforgettable. Number 4, sense of humor. If you can't make her laugh, you'll never make her stay. Humor is more than just a bonus. It's a necessity. Women are drawn to men who can make them laugh because laughter isn't just about amusement. It's about connection. A sharp sense of humor shows her that you're confident, intelligent, and unshaken by life's chaos. It tells her that you can handle the storms with grace and that you won't crumble under pressure. But let me be brutally honest. Most men get humor wrong. They think it's about cracking jokes or being the loudest guy in the room. It's not. Real humor is about timing, wit, and authenticity. It's about knowing when to lighten the mood and when to let your personality shine. And here's the thing. Humor isn't about being the clown. Women don't want a clown. They want a king who can make them laugh without sacrificing his dignity. Think about the last time you made someone laugh. How did it feel? Laughter creates an instant bond. It breaks down walls, builds rapport, and fosters a sense of connection. And here's the psychological truth. Laughter triggers dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. When you make her laugh, you're not just entertaining her. You're creating a memory, an emotional anchor that ties her to you. But let's not sugarcoat it. Humor takes practice. It's not about memorizing jokes or trying to be someone you're not. It's about embracing your unique perspective on life and sharing it in a way that resonates with others. Great humor is rooted in confidence. It's the ability to laugh at yourself, to see the absurdities of life, and to share that perspective with others. Humor also requires self-awareness. You need to know your audience, read the room, and adjust your approach accordingly. What works in one situation might not work in another. That's why humor is a skill. It's something you learn, refine, and master over time. And let me tell you, it's worth the effort. A man who can make her laugh is a man who can make her stay. Here's the best part. Humor isn't just for her, it's for you. It's a way to build your confidence, enhance your social skills, and navigate life's challenges with grace. When you can find the humor in a tough situation, you become resilient. You show the world and yourself that no matter what happens, you can handle it with a smile. Women are drawn to men who can make them laugh because laughter is a release. It's a break from the stress, the noise, and the chaos of life. When you can bring joy into her world, you become someone she wants to be around. And in a world where so many men take themselves too seriously, a man with a great sense of humor is irresistible. Charisma and humor. These two traits have the power to transform not just your interactions with women, but every area of your life. They make you magnetic, memorable, and impossible to ignore. But we're not done yet. The next trait takes things to a whole new level. Number 5, physical fitness. Physical fitness is about more than looking good. It's about what your body says about you before you even open your mouth. You might think your words carry the most weight, but in reality, your body does the talking first. A fit, disciplined physique sends a clear message. This is a man who respects himself, a man who can handle life's challenges. It tells the world, and her, that you're capable, driven, and ready for whatever comes your way. Too many men make excuses when it comes to their fitness. They blame their schedule, their genetics, or their circumstances. But here's the harsh truth. Every excuse is just a choice to stay the same. Do you think Alexander the Great conquered continents by blaming his body for his limitations? Do you think warriors in history worried about comfort when their lives depended on their physical readiness? Your body is a reflection of your discipline, and discipline is the foundation of every success. Women notice fitness more than they'll ever admit. It's not just about having a six-pack or bulging muscles. It's about what fitness represents. A man who takes care of his body is a man who takes care of his life. It shows her that you value yourself enough to put in the effort. It's not about vanity. It's about respect. Respect for your health, your potential, and your future. When you're fit, you carry yourself differently. Your posture improves, your energy increases, and your confidence skyrockets. And here's something you might not know. Physical fitness affects your hormones. Studies show that regular exercise boosts testosterone, the hormone that influences not just your physique, but your energy, mood, and presence. High testosterone levels make you more assertive, more charismatic, and more magnetic. It's biology, plain and simple. But let's be honest, building a strong, disciplined physique requires effort, consistency, and the willingness to push through discomfort. That's why so many men avoid it. They'd rather take the path of least resistance, even if it means settling for less. But every drop of sweat, every rep, and every moment of struggle is an investment in your future. When you train your body, you're not just building muscle. You're building resilience, grit, and mental toughness. Think about it. The gym is a crucible. It's a place where excuses are burned away, where comfort is left at the door, and where weakness is transformed into strength. Each session is a test of your character. Will you quit when it gets hard, or will you push through? Will you settle for mediocrity, or will you demand excellence from yourself? The choice is yours, and the rewards are immense. Fitness isn't just about aesthetics. It's about readiness. Life is unpredictable, and a strong body equips you to face whatever comes your way. Whether it's carrying someone to safety in an emergency or simply having the stamina to keep up with life's demands, your fitness is your foundation. And let's not forget the psychological benefits. When you're fit, you think clearer, feel better, and handle stress with greater ease. A strong body builds a strong mind. Women are wired to seek strength. It's not just physical strength. It's the discipline, determination, and resilience that fitness represents. When she sees a man who takes care of his body, she sees a man who can take care of her. It's not about dominance. It's about capability. And in a world full of men who neglect themselves, a man who values his fitness stands out. So, where do you start? You don't need a fancy gym or a personal trainer. What you need is commitment. Start small if you have to. Do push-ups in your living room, go for a run around your neighborhood, or lift whatever weights you can find. The key is consistency. Show up for yourself every day, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. That's how discipline is built, one choice at a time. Every time you work out, you're not just improving your body, you're strengthening your mind. You're proving to yourself that you can do hard things, that you can push through discomfort, and that you can grow stronger with every challenge. And that kind of resilience carries over into every area of your life. When you train your body, you're training your spirit. Physical fitness isn't just a tool for attraction, it's a tool for transformation. It's a way to become the best version of yourself, to unlock your full potential, and to set the standard for how you live your life. And let's be clear, this isn't just for her, this is for you. This is about proving to yourself that you're capable of greatness, because you are. The only question is, will you step up and claim it? Number 6, grooming and style. Now let's talk about grooming and style, the finishing touches on the masterpiece that is you. They're what take you from good to exceptional, from someone who blends in to someone who stands out. And make no mistake, women notice. They notice everything. The way you groom yourself, the clothes you wear, even the scent you choose. All of it sends a message about who you are and how you see yourself. If you look like you don't care, neither will she. Grooming isn't vanity, it's mastery over the small things. It's about taking pride in your appearance, paying attention to the details, and presenting yourself as a man of value. Women are biologically wired to seek order, stability, and refinement. A disheveled man doesn't just look messy, he feels messy, and no one is drawn to chaos. Style isn't about following trends or wearing expensive brands. It's about owning your look. It's about choosing clothes that fit well, that complement your body, and that reflect your personality. A well-fitted suit, a crisp shirt, or even a clean pair of jeans and a sharp jacket can make all the difference. It's not about what you wear, it's about how you wear it. And let's not forget about grooming. Your face is the first thing people see, so take care of it. Keep your beard sharp or your shave clean. Maintain your skin, your hair, and your hygiene. And here's a pro tip. Invest in a signature scent. Women have a heightened sense of smell, and the right cologne can leave a lasting impression. But don't overdo it. Subtlety is key. Grooming and style are about more than just looking good. They're about feeling good. When you take care of your appearance, you boost your confidence. You carry yourself with more pride, more presence, and more power. And that energy is magnetic. People notice when a man walks into a room looking sharp, smelling fresh, and exuding self-respect. It's a signal of competence, discipline, and attention to detail. Here's what most men don't realize. Grooming and style aren't just for special occasions. They're for every day. Every time you step out of your door, you're making a statement about who you are. Make it a strong one. Show the world, and her, that you respect yourself enough to put in the effort. Because if you don't, why should anyone else? And let's be clear, grooming and style aren't about impressing others. They're about embodying your worth. They're about showing yourself that you deserve to look and feel your best. And when you do, you'll notice the difference. You'll stand taller, walk stronger, and command more respect. Grooming and style might seem like small things, but they have a big impact. They're the details that separate the average from the exceptional. Physical fitness builds the foundation, and grooming and style refine it. Together, they create a man who doesn't just look the part, but lives it. A man who is disciplined, confident, and magnetic. A man who stands out in a world full of mediocrity, but we're not done yet. Number 7. Emotional maturity. Emotional maturity is the foundation that holds everything else together. Without it, all the confidence, fitness, charisma, and style in the world crumble under pressure. Women aren't just looking for strength or charm, they're looking for stability. And emotional maturity is the ultimate marker of that stability. It's what separates the boys from the men, the fleeting flings from the lifelong partners. Emotional maturity isn't just attractive, it's magnetic. It makes you the rock she can lean on, the calm in her storm, the man she can trust. But let's be brutally honest. Most men don't even know what emotional maturity looks like. They think it's about suppressing emotions, pretending they don't care, or being tough. That couldn't be further from the truth. Emotional maturity isn't about hiding your feelings. It's about mastering them. It's about understanding your emotions, owning them, and using them to guide your actions rather than letting them control you. It's about responding to life's challenges with calm, reason, and strength instead of reacting out of fear, anger, or insecurity. Think about it. How do you handle adversity? Do you lash out when things don't go your way? Do you blame others for your failures, or do you take responsibility and learn from them? Emotional maturity is about taking ownership of your actions, your choices, and your life. It's about understanding that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond to it. And that response is what defines you as a man. Women are wired to seek emotional stability. It's not a preference, it's a necessity. When she's with a man who is emotionally mature, she feels safe. She knows he won't crumble under pressure, won't let his insecurities dictate his behavior, and won't turn every disagreement into a battle. She knows he can handle the ups and downs of life with grace and strength. And that's rare. In a world where most men are ruled by their emotions, a man who masters his is a breath of fresh air. But let's be real, emotional maturity doesn't come naturally. It's not something you're born with. It's something you develop through experience, reflection, and growth. It requires you to confront your fears, face your failures, and embrace the uncomfortable truths about yourself. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Because when you're emotionally mature, you're not just more attractive, you're more powerful. You're in control of your life, your relationships, and your destiny. One of the most important aspects of emotional maturity is self-awareness. You can't master your emotions if you don't understand them. Take the time to reflect on your feelings. Ask yourself why you react the way you do, what triggers your insecurities, and what drives your decisions. The more you understand yourself, the more control you'll have over your emotions. And the more control you have, the stronger you'll become. Another key component of emotional maturity is resilience. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. Emotional maturity is about how you bounce back from those challenges. Do you let failure define you, or do you use it as a stepping stone to grow stronger? Resilience is what keeps you moving forward when the odds are stacked against you. It's what allows you to stay calm under pressure, to find solutions instead of dwelling on problems, and to turn setbacks into opportunities. Emotional maturity also means knowing when to be vulnerable. This is where most men get it wrong. They think vulnerability is weakness, but in reality, it's a sign of strength. Being vulnerable doesn't mean exposing all your insecurities. It means being honest about your feelings, your struggles, and your fears. It means showing her that you trust her enough to let her see the real you. And let me tell you, that kind of honesty is incredibly powerful. It creates a deep connection, one that goes beyond physical attraction and into the realm of true intimacy. But emotional maturity isn't just about how you handle your emotions. It's also about how you handle hers. Can you be the steady force in her life when she's overwhelmed? Can you listen without judgment, support without trying to fix, and comfort without expecting anything in return? That's what sets you apart from other men. When you can provide emotional safety, you become someone she doesn't just want to be with. You become someone she needs in her life. Let's talk about conflict. Emotional maturity is the difference between escalating a disagreement and resolving it. It's about knowing when to stand your ground and when to let things go. It's about choosing peace over ego, understanding over dominance, and growth over being right. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship, but how you handle it determines whether that relationship thrives or falls apart. Emotional maturity allows you to navigate conflict with grace, to communicate effectively, and to find solutions that strengthen the bond between you. And let's not forget the importance of patience. Emotional maturity means understanding that not everything will happen on your timeline. It means being patient with yourself, with her, and with the process of growth. It's about trusting that the effort you put in today will pay off in the future. Patience is a sign of confidence, of knowing that you don't need to force things to make them work. It shows her that you're secure in yourself and in your relationship. When you combine self-awareness, resilience, vulnerability, conflict resolution, and patience, you become a man who is not only emotionally mature, but emotionally magnetic. You become the kind of man who can weather any storm, who can lead with strength and compassion, and who can build a relationship that stands the test of time. Emotional maturity isn't just a trait, it's a way of life. It's the key to becoming the best version of yourself and the foundation for everything else you've built. Women don't want perfection. They want realness. They want a man who is strong but human, confident but humble, and steady but passionate. Emotional maturity is the trait that ties it all together. It's what makes you more than just a man. It's what makes you unforgettable. And in a world where most men settle for mediocrity, being unforgettable is the ultimate power. These 7 traits aren't just about attracting women. They're about becoming the man you were meant to be. A man who commands respect, inspires others, and lives with purpose. So, here's the challenge. Are you ready to step up? To stop settling for mediocrity and start building the life you deserve? If you're ready, comment "Challenge accepted" below. Subscribe to this channel now. When you do, you're not just supporting. You're making this content accessible to men everywhere who need it. Thanks for watching.